All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eric Weinstein from Live Balloons Party Entertainment, and I have a super balloon for you today. There just happens to be a movie coming out next month, and it just happens to be called Captain Underpants! Dun, dun, dun! The book has finally became a movie. I remember seeing this character years ago, and I'm like, this is interesting. Captain Underpants is kind of funny, but I haven't really, read any of the stories, but I have heard that he does have a little fan base and people like him. And this is a 4-balloon Captain Underpants bracelet. So it could be line work, but I think we're going to see. In the speed challenge, we'll see if we can get it done in 3 balloons. And so I kind of made him a little fatter coming out the fronts because I've been playing with his chubbiness. And so this one is super sized, so I may make a little smaller. I'm going to show you a couple different ways today. But either way, I think it's cool. And a kid walking around this party needs to be one of these balloons that, I think are high impact at events that gets everybody excited and one of your business cards. And I have pinch twists down here to attach the bracelet. And if you wanted to add legs, that's where you would throw the legs up into 2. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, for Captain Underpants, you need 4 balloons. You need a 16-inch blush round, a blush 260, a red 260, and 1 white 350. Now, you have 2 options here. You can blow this 16-inch all the way up and create his whole body, but if you do it, smaller than this, you can actually pinch off a little bubble on the bottom, because look, I attach him right here is where I attach. Look, I twisted off a bubble. It was tough with this, with this size, but I twisted off a bubble. I locked it into the 2 pinch twists right here, and that's what's holding him up. But it might have been easier to put a raisin. And what a raisin is, you take a little scrap of balloon, you put it in the 16-inch right here. So I'll do it just in case. I'll go for both options. All right. So you make a little scrap. You take an uninflated piece and knot it a couple times. Using a 350, obviously the scrap would have been bigger. So let's put this inside the 16-inch. This way you have a point to grab him. All right, next, inflate. All right, now you can let some air out and you decide how big you want to go. So I'll do a little smaller than that one. So when I tie the nozzle, I don't want it to be close to right here in the balloon. I want it to be far away because I want his head to push out, because his head kind of goes in like a little oval. So it kind of sticks out, so you don't want it small, compact, and round. So that's why I tie the nozzle off a little far away. Ah! So I tie the nozzle a little far away. Yes, I make mistakes all the time. So I push it far away. I tie it off. Okay. Oh. There it is. So I pull it. When I pull on it, I make sure it's far away. So now watch. His head can be pushed. So you see that oval already in him? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this down. And look. The raisins inside of it, in case I need an attachment point or in case I just twist off a bubble. Either way, I will soon decide which one I want to go with. But first, to twist it off, you need the cape. So, inflate, leaving about I would say a 6 or 7 finger tail. Remember, proportions are important on this one so you can get his whole upper part, all this out of 1 balloon, all right? So you gotta be a little careful with the proportions. So first, we're gonna squeeze a little bit, twist off a little bubble, followed by 2 little pinch twists. This is gonna be the front piece that comes off of his neck in the front, all right? Then we're gonna go back about maybe 4 or 5 fingers, all right? I'm gonna make 1 pinch twist. And now squeeze the balloon, because we're gonna, stretch it a little bit. Because we're gonna now make a triangle for the cape, and I'm gonna need enough balloon that, where's my little guy again? So we're gonna make a triangle for the cape, but I'm gonna need enough balloon to come back over this side and have an excess piece sticking out. So let's do some nice proportions. So go down about maybe, I want a little bigger, 10 fingers, right? Twist off a bubble, maybe 4 fingers, squeeze, and I want enough sticking out that I can still go back this way and have a little piece coming out the front. So I'm gonna twist it off. There's his cape. Now, I'm going to get this piece back on. I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to squeeze it, and you want him to have an oval head, because if you look at how he looks in the cartoon, he doesn't have a round head. He actually has an oval, so you kind of squeeze it and push it. And then you can go up and boom. All right? Twist it off right here. And I'm going to, see this? I'm going to bring it up and around, and that piece to the front. So I'm going to twist off a bubble. I'm going to lock it into the two pinch twists at the front, and then have it going forward. So let me just mess around and get rid of the nozzle piece, because that would drive me crazy, handing a kid with a nozzle. I mean, God forbid, I lighten up, but it just drives me nuts. So I have the pinch twist in the back, holding down his cape. I can squeeze the bend to give it a little flow, see? Squeeze a little bend for the flow of the cape. The 2 pinch twists in front, and those come out the side. So now we're gonna make his arms. So we're gonna take our blush 260, inflate, leaving about probably about 6-7 finger tail. All right, we're gonna get rid of the excess. I don't know if I should have done that. I don't know. It's up to you, because maybe you can pull it in. I don't know. All right, so little thumb, twist off, make a little pinch twist, and he kind of had like foldy hands. So I'm just gonna do like a old school dog body, right? I mean, not dog body, dog legs. So I go up, about maybe 3 fingers, come down, lock it into the pinch twist, and there's his little hand with thumb. Now I'm gonna squeeze right here where his elbow would be, right? So I squeeze, kind of bend it, little shape it, and now I'm gonna twist off a bubble, and I'm gonna bring it up under the cape. And I just bring it all the way around, and you might have to mess around, but watch this. I squeeze it, right? I squeeze it, and I can use the other one to measure up so the proportions look good. See that? So measure it up nicely. Twist off a little pinch twist like you did on the other hand. Make the dog legs fold. All right, go about 3 fingers. And come back for another bubble. Twist it around. I can even make it stay by pushing this pinch twist through that loop and twisting. And now, with the excess, I can have a little thumb popping out. So I could either let the thumb popping out, or I could have pinch twisted. I might go with the pinch twist. I'm going to keep his thumb pushed out on one hand, all right? Actually, it's going to look like a thumb anyway, because it's kind of big. So, you adjust, there you go. So there's a little popping out there. Get a little adjust, there you go. And voila. Okay? So you have his arms coming out. You can have one going back a little bit, one forward. All right, so now it is time for the diapers, underpants. Inflate, leaving about a 6 or 7 finger tail. You don't need that much of this, okay? Just pretty cool. You're gonna make 2 pinch twists. 1, they gotta be tight. 2, you're gonna make a little bubble, I would say about 2 fingers. Make 2 pinch twists. Now, Captain Underpants is going to be connected, his bottom here is going to be put into the first 2 pinch twists that you made originally right here. All right, that's what I'm going to do. So I can either fight with it and try to get, like, squeeze it enough, but this is hard. I mean, you can get it, like I was able to get a bubble on this side, but you got to really fidget with it. Now, what would be an easier way? Here's that raisin. Look at that raisin. I can see it's dark right there. Look at him. Oh, I grabbed him. Is it right in the center of his belly? Yes. So I grab it off, tie it. These are the kind of things that you might think might take longer, but I guarantee the people at the table will be like, what? He's holding the balloon, pinching off a piece of it on the bottom. Watch what we're going to do. We're going to take any color, all right, 160. I'm going to wrap it, around the nozzle. I mean, yeah, one of the, the raisin. See, I got it locked in there, that little raisin. So I'm going to pull this piece up and do an old school, tying. I'm going to take the raisin and grab it and pull it through that little loop I made and yank on it. Oh yeah, so this can go for anything, right? See? Attached to anything. And if you make it a little smaller, if you make it even smaller, you can, twist off a pinch on the 16-inch blush round. So for here, you can rip it off or get some scissors, but first pull it. Hold your finger, pull it, because you want the nozzle tight. You want to be able to, not have any big lumps sticking off the top of this dude's head. So I pull it, stretch it, and I push that part down, and then I just tie it off and get the little excess. If you're crazy like me, you would do this part. So now we're gonna take the white 350 and we're gonna lock the raisin. You can try to twist the raisin into the pinch twist or just use these, just use the 160. Bring it in between the pinch twists. Look, I can hold that. I can hold the raisin there and lock it around. See that lock it around? I can even try to get a little piece of that raisin when I wrap it in there to really pull it down. For sometimes when you do other designs, you want that raisin in there. I will get that raisin through the pinch twist, and that thing is not moving. All right? So now I can get rid of the excess, and I'm just gonna, see this? I'm gonna make a loop. All right, a loop. See that? Look, I'm gonna bring it forward over these two pinches. So let's go between the pinch twists and the big old belly. So I'm gonna just ring it around. See, it's going around the pinch twist and lock it in. The bigger the loop is, the tighter the underwear will be. So as I push this down in here and I pull it out a little bit, all right, and it looks like it's kind of sitting right on the belly. So you can play with the proportions, all right. Discard the excess, and he's pretty big, so this is cute. I don't think the kids are gonna complain. I mean, you can go a little bigger on the diaper, but who cares? It's funnier. It's like a caricature art of him. So now, thank God for John Justice's Splendid Balloons, my boy, because I was like, how in the world am I gonna draw this? Because this is where people will probably do a better job than me. I'm not saying I did the best job, but John Justice sent me this. He's like, here, sent me like, how to do it. And he's like, do this. And I'm like, very nice. So when he drew it, perfection. Me, I don't know. But let's get started. So I'm gonna, credit goes to him for this awesome artwork that I'm not good at.